we will take a look at how the results have changed as we've changed the mesh. I'll close out of Fluent, and I will go back to the project page, and I'll right click on results and say refresh. That'll bring in the new results into the post processor. So all the plots will be updated with the new data. Now there's a handy facility where you can also drag the solution on the previous mesh to the results and say refresh. And that way I can do a head-to-head comparison between, say the velocity profile on the original mesh and the new mesh, and then start the post processor. I can look at the contours on the two meshes side by side. So for instance, if I want to take a look at the velocity magnitude contours, and I'll look along Z here. Okay, so that's on mesh 2. And if I wanted to compare this to the view in mesh 1, so what I'll do is I'll switch to two side-by-side viewports, and I'll say don't synchronize visibility, but synchronize the camera. So I'll get the same view. And if I look along Z here, I just typed in Z, so I'm looking along Z for both meshes. And if I click on this viewport, then that viewport gets activated, and on there also I want the velocity magnitude contours, but that's on mesh 1, and this is on mesh 2. And we can see that the results are very similar. I probably want to go and change the legend and so on, and you can change the ranges. But that's one way. That's a nice way to look at contours on two meshes side by side. And the other thing I want to do is to see how my velocity profile at the outlet has changed on refining the mesh. So I can double click on that. So I can go between the 3D viewer and the chart viewer. And so this is very nice that it added the refined mesh result. And so you can see that as the red is the new result, and you see it's moved closer to the analytical solution. And I want to go and change the legend on there. I'll let you do that. So that's a check on the discretization error, but that's only in the fully developed region. One should also check what is the difference for the velocity profile at the center line and the pressure along the center line, so that you're looking at a view along the pipe too, rather than just in the fully developed region. And I'll let you do that. So that's a key element of verification. And I will close CFD post, and I will say file save to save the project. And at this point you might also want to say file archive, and I will save it in the WBPZ format, and I'll overwrite it. And I want to archive what's in user_files too, because it has our contour plots and so on. And that's something, so you have everything in that WBPZ file.